Freedom Friday and DeFi Freedom Friday. Today we are going to focus on the Iteracare magic wand. I'm going to go through some healing protocols. We're going to have a look at the science, do's and don'ts, frequently asked questions. And yeah, I am going to focus on a bit on the science and particularly the quantum aspect of this wand, because I think that is very relevant today for the technologies that are coming through now. This wand, I believe, is the tip of the iceberg of some incredible new technology breakthroughs that are being made. We can start taking the power back into our own hands, literally, with waving our magic wand around. But it's so much more than that. This is about our energy, and our energy is our most precious resource in my view. And if we are low on energy, we cannot do much. But if we have got high energy and we've got good health, then we can truly step into our wealth, and we are far more productive as a human being. We will start to come to know more about who we are. We start tapping into the spiritual realms, which is really a big part of who we are and why we're here. So really it's a domino effect of working at the foundation, working on our foundational energy and our health, then makes us a great embodiment for our wealth. So I've got a few links here that I am going to go through that can give you some graphics and give me also some cues in which to speak into. So I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully I can do that without any dramas. Okay. So just for those who are quite scientifically minded, hopefully you can see my screen. Make sure that you can see it. There are a few scientific papers out there on terahertz frequency. Just so you know that it has actually got a strong science aspect to it. This may not appeal to everybody, but I know that some people are particularly interested in, well, how does it work? What is the science behind it? And all of that. So I'm not going to go through this document because it is quite technical, but I've got some other slides that are a lot more simpler that I can show you. But just to sort of give you an idea, there are peer-reviewed papers on terahertz. Terahertz is the main frequency that it's giving off. And here's one of the slides I'm talking about. And so you can actually see on this graph here where it fits in the light spectrum. So what is terahertz energy? Terahertz energy is electromagnetic radiation, basically, that's in a certain frequency range. And it's from 0.1 terahertz, which I believe is, I think that's a terahertz is 1 trillion cycles per second. So, you know, we have the Earth resonates at 7.83 hertz frequency. So that's 7.83 cycles of energy per second. So this is obviously a lot faster than that. And that's how it can transmit information. And it can go up from 0.1 terahertz to 10 terahertz. So that's corresponding to its wavelength. and its wavelengths from 3 millimeters down to it says that could be a typo, 3 millimeters down to 30 millimeters. I'm not sure. I think there's a typo there, but it is around this. Well, it may not be millimeters actually. Might, I think it might be a millionth of a meter. I think this is actually a different.
A nanometer, maybe nm.
Yeah, well, it might be nanometer, and they put M by mistake. So you can see where it fits here. It fits in this it sits between microwaves and infrared. So now, some people might know of infrared saunas, for instance, and there are infrared devices out there that have very powerful healing effects. And the infrared saunas are very good because that also penetrates the body. It penetrates through the skin and heats your body from the inside. And so terahertz does much the same thing. Obviously, microwaves, this is not such a beneficial energy. And so this is where different frequencies have positives and negatives. So we're not in any way interested in microwaves, but it's through microwaves and then radio waves. This is what transmits other frequencies, 5G, for instance. Now we know 5G is obviously very harmful, and it's somewhere in this over here, but it's not anywhere related to terahertz. So when you're using the wand, it is not emitting any harmful radiation at all. You see that the next level up from infrared, then we get our visible light spectrum that can be measured by like the rainbow, for instance. And then you're getting into the higher, then ultraviolet light is above that again, and then you've got X-rays over here. So what's the difference between terahertz and infrared? Well, terahertz waves are a lower frequency, lower wavelength, a lower quantum energy, and there's less heating issues. So it doesn't burn. Sometimes infrared can overheat you a little bit, particularly the far infrared. There's infrared and then there's far infrared. I'm not quite sure of the exact difference, but there is a slight subtle difference there that's quite important. So low frequency doesn't mean low energy. It just means a lower wavelength. It means a slower kind of frequency, if you like. So what are the benefits of terahertz compared to other electromagnetic wave bands? So it's completely harmless, as we said, but it's very, very powerful. It's very powerful in a very subtle way as well. It can penetrate most organic substances. It is easily absorbed by water, which is very important considering we are 70 to 80% water. And in fact, water has a very big part because you aim the wand into water that you drink before and after you give yourself a healing. And we'll go into that more. And they also believe it's the future of medicine. I also believe it's the future of medicine. We're seeing, you probably heard about the EE system, the scalar wave cubes, and you've probably heard of med beds. Well, these wands are like a handheld device, a mini kind of med bed, if you like. It's using very similar technology, which is related to scalar waves. Now, scalar waves is the quantum energy aspect of this, and I'll go into that a little bit as well shortly. So this is really a 3-in-1 device. It's using crystalline energy, terahertz, and quantum scalar frequency. They are the three key technologies that are involved here. The wand has a very very high quality, pure clear quartz tube inside it. And I believe that's also assisting as the terahertz and the scalar energies are emitted from it. I believe that the quartz is having an effect of helping to transmit it or add its energetics to the whole healing experience. So more and more research. A lot of research is being done on it now. It's come out. The cat's out of the bag. So there's a lot of research going on. A lot of people are studying it, and so far, no one has given negative testimonies. I'm sure some people have had what may appear to be negative results, but that is usually because of the healing crisis. If people are very toxic, their skin can erupt in itchiness, redness. Some people have talked about psoriasis-like symptoms. This is often because the toxicity that we've got in our body is coming out, has to come out, and sometimes it comes out through the skin. A lot of it gets passed out through the water, which is why the water is important. Because dead cells need to be exited out of the body efficiently, and if they so the wand helps, and with the water helps to expel those dead cells. You do not want them held in your body. So this is also very important, that terahertz radiation is non-ionizing. So that means it's not stealing electrons from your body. So what ionizing frequency is the 5G. This is why the 5G is not good, because it is an ionizing frequency. But they could transmit the same kind of thing. They could have towers tuned to a different frequency that would do the same job. You could use your phones and it would be completely harmless. That's why I believe this whole 5G thing, it is very insidious, but it could be totally harmless. In fact, it could even be beneficial. Imagine walking around the street with a non-ionizing terahertz type frequency radiating from those towers, and it's helping you work your devices, and it's healing you at the same time. I believe that type of scenario is coming in our world. So can terahertz treat sickness? Well, this is where we've got to be careful. We cannot make claims because of the system that we live in. We're not medical practitioners, and we can't make claims. But basically, yes, the testimonials are long. There are many, many testimonials. And it is, at least it's helping people with their energy, and they're feeling better, and it's giving them better sleep. That's what my partner and I are noticing. Since we've been using it for the last few days, I notice more energy, less brain fog, better sleep, a general feeling of feeling wellness. It's helped my partner's feet, Jenny's feet, incredibly. They're very sore and red and getting inflamed. So it's giving her a lot of relief there. It's also amazing for your skin, for healing skin imperfections. It helps to iron out wrinkles, believe it or not. It helps the elasticity of the skin somehow. And it helps to tighten loose skin from like large weight loss, for instance. and it helps to smooth out wrinkles. It helps to lots of things. So we blow it on your face. It's also very good for your eyes, but don't do it with your eyes open. Keep your eyes closed. So I'll come more back into what it does in another slide. So the Iteracare blower is a therapeutic device, and it helps with natural healing, focusing on the meridian lines, the chakras, and reflexology points. So it's harnessing the energy lines of our body and the energy centers of our body. And what the wand is doing is it's actually creating a frequency which enables the body to basically come into its own homeostasis. It's for the body to come into its own conditions where it can heal itself, because the body is a self-healing mechanism, but it needs the right conditions for that to happen. So what the wand is doing is providing that environmental condition, that energetic condition for your body then to naturally heal itself. So how many times do you need to blow in a day? Once a day is enough, but twice a day apparently is also excellent, especially if you've got chronic conditions. As they say, you can do it up to 3 times a day. Give a period of 4 hours in between, and you can blow from anywhere between 15 minutes to an hour. If you've got the smaller wand, the classic wand, it will cut out after 45 minutes or an hour. When it gets to a certain heat, it automatically cuts off. The Pro does not do that, and the premium one in between, I'm not sure about that one, but I know the Pro, the practitioner model, can go 24/7. It's a lot more robust. It's a bigger wand, and it's more solid. Now, how long can the Iteracare blower last? It comes with a 1-year warranty. Make sure you register your warranty in the back office upon receiving your product. You're given 2 weeks from the date of purchase to register your warranty. If you somehow miss the date, you have to contact by sending a note through your back office. We can, if that happens, we can help you. The blower is expected to last at least 5 years if you handle it with care. You do not want to drop the wand. If you drop the wand, you're liable to shatter the crystal inside it, and then if that happens, there is no comeback. There's no warranty. Iteracare is made in China. It is made in China. It is run. The company is run from Malaysia though, but they use China for the creation of the product. It is a high quality product, and it is not a cheap and nasty product. Some things of quality are made there. In this case, the wand is made there, and we believe it is of a high quality. When is the best time to use the blower? You can blow it anytime you want, day or night. Interestingly, we've used it at night, and I gave myself a wanding, and then I went to go to bed, and in fact, I couldn't sleep because I had so much energy. I was quite wired. But then when I did go to sleep, I had a very good night's sleep, and then when I woke up, I woke really refreshed. For my partner, I wanted her. She always wakes up in the night, usually several times. And that particular night, the first night, she slept right through. It's the first time that she's done that in many, many months. So that was interesting. So, So just experiment on yourself. Everyone's going to be slightly different. As I say, do not rush. Don't expect instant results or anything like that. It's like anything. You've taken a long time to accumulate, various ailments and toxins. It's not going to happen overnight. So it's just a matter of being consistent and regular with your healings. Do not drink anything cold after treatment, and shower 4 hours after treatment. I'm not sure why that is, but cold water, it's better with warm water if you can. What we do is if you want to boil the jug, and then you just put cold water in your glass and then just top it up with a little bit of hot water. That's a good way to do it.
Tony, is where it says shower, does it mean do not shower or do shower? It's just a little bit unclear there. Do not drink and then shower.
Oh yeah, well maybe the same. You should have a shower 4 hours after
Okay,
treatment.
okay,
Yeah,
right,
good
yeah.
point. Yeah, Asian translation. Any side effects if we overblow? People have used up to 50 minutes with no side effects except improvements. So again, I would say if you're elderly or you're using it on an elderly person or a very, very young person, this could be used on babies. We've even used it on our dog, and she doesn't like the sound, but once she settles down, and if I aim the wand at her on a low, I put it on a low setting, she absolutely loves it. And even when she doesn't know that I am pointing it at her, you can see her flinching in the area where I put the wand, so she can feel it without even knowing that it's actually on her. So yeah, so basically, a fairly relatively healthy adult, you can use it quite quite a while, up to 50 minutes, or it will cut out around that time anyway. But the idea is make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. That go back to the water, and do not just do not overextend it. But it is still a good protocol to start on the lowest setting and build up. That's still a very good protocol to use for anyone. So there is a basic protocol which I'm going to go through, and I'll do that next. Yeah, just because something is good, we must not overdo it, and rest in between therapies is very, very important. The body needs time to readjust and to expel the toxin, and that it's like anything. The body needs rest and downtime. No minimum age, and it is helping infants as much as elderly people. Well, that's really interesting. Yeah. Again, they've sort of repeating themselves a bit here. So ideally use between 15 to 20 minutes, especially at the beginning. On very painful spots, you might want to use it a bit longer, on a bit of a higher heat, like say a knee injury or a joint injury. It's very good on arthritis. It's very good on pain. You do not use it on open wounds. That's the main thing, and you do not use it. Take any metal rings off. Don't use it around your mouth if you've got metal fillings. Don't use it if you've got a pacemaker or any metal pins to repair broken bones, that sort of thing. So yeah, don't use it around metal. Do I still need to take supplements or health food? Absolutely, you do. still want to make sure that you're looking. In fact, you're only going to get better results by eating good, nutritious food and proper supplementation, particularly magnesium, vitamin C, zinc. Those are often the key ones we need right now, and a few others. It's very important to keep your health up. After using and solving my problem, do I still need to continue using the blower? Just as we eat and drink daily to maintain our health, blowing daily maintains what you have solved. So yeah, so basically as a maintenance, definitely. You don't have to use it every day, but you might want to use it every other day, get into a bit of a ritual. It's also, you can use it, blow yourself, or you can get someone else to do it. It's very relaxing for the other person to just lie back while you blow them. But it's good to do it on yourself as well, because you can gauge then, you don't want to go too close and burn someone. You won't really burn them, but you might go a bit close and get a bit hot. Yeah, so some people start seeing results after the first time, but the longer that you do it, the more results you're gonna get. If you've got a long-standing chronic problem, then it's going to take longer. You can use this as a hair. It sounds like a hair dryer, and you can actually. Some people do actually blow dry their hair, and it's sort of quite funny in a way. But yeah, you can use it as a hair dryer, and you're getting the terahertz at the same time. How to prove there is energy when you use the blower? Apparently they have testing devices. I don't know what they are, but I could find out if anyone was interested. But for me, you can actually feel the energy. It's quite palpable. Here they talk about the healing crisis that I mentioned. Yes, sometimes you will get worse before you get better. This is quite normal. If that's happening, I would drink even more water. And personally, what I do is I add a little bit of Himalayan salt or good quality sea salt to the water as well, because that helps with the sodium chloride pump, and it helps the water to take the proper salt minerals into your cells. So you might feel excessively hot, you might feel excessively cold or itchy. These are all sort of normal healing reactions. And sweating. You might even get a bit more pain at first, bit of numbness. So this is all quite normal. A red rash, that is quite a common one, the rash. Frequent urination, that's what I found. I tend to go to the toilet a little bit more, because it's also doing is it's eliminating water retention or fluid retention, and so it's very good to aim the wand at your kidneys and your liver as well. So it works on the meridians, and it works on the joints that are in pain, but it also works on the organs. So some people might feel dizzy. There's various other reactions. So I think that's the main part of that presentation. Here's some pictures of some various testimonials. These are just skin issues mainly, but you can see, like, look at this guy's back of his head and look at it afterwards. It's like completely different. It was quite obviously a major injury he had, but it's repaired his skull. And you can see how people's skin is looking a lot better. How much better it is for skin is really amazing. Little child's tongue there is looking a lot better. It's very good. Beauty therapists use it in Asia. It's very well known. They're using it in beauty clinics to improve the texture of the skin and make yourself look a bit younger and iron out wrinkles. This lady, she had looks like a bit of Bell's palsy there, and so she's looking a lot better. Look at the rash on this child, and then it looks completely normal over here. Whoops. So you can see clearly some visible results there. As I say, be careful. Do not aim it at open wounds. Keep away from that. This man, apparently, I actually saw a video of this man. He could not walk. He had been in a wheelchair for many years, and now he's up and walking, which is quite miraculous. Look at this lady. They did one leg and they didn't do the other, and how her left leg now is looking way better than her right. She was a very overweight lady who lost a lot of weight, and a lot of this is just the loose skin, so it firms the skin up. So that's probably enough of that. Now I've just got to find my other one of the. Oh yeah, so this is a few other do's and don'ts here. So we've talked about the water, at least 2 glasses before, and at least 1 glass at the end, if not 2. You can gauge it, but you can't overdose. You can't overdose on water, really. And what the wand is doing, it's making the molecules of the water into microclusters. It's enabling the water to the water molecules get smaller, and then that's how it heals, because it takes the water into the cell. And I believe with a little bit of proper mineral salt, then it's mineralizing as well, and that helps with the detoxification process. You can also charge tea, natural fruit juice. Never charge a carbonated drink. I never charge refrigerated drinks either. And as they say, drink warm water before and after. Follow the steps for basic usage technique. Now, I think I've got that there somewhere, so we'll go through that next. You can do it through light clothing. It's best to do it on a bare skin if you can. Even do it in your undies. It is better to do it directly on your skin. No, do not put it where there's hemorrhaging or any cut, open burn, or open wounds or burns. We've sort of gone over a lot of this other stuff. You might want to take a break, as I say, take a break once every 7 days. But keep drinking water. Some people just simply are getting results simply from wanding the water and not even giving themselves a healing. So a lot of people start that way. They just wand the water, drink lots of water, and then they slowly start to do it on their body. The water, it cannot be underestimated. It's very important. There was another. Here we are. Here's the frequently asked questions. We've kind of gone over a lot of that. Just one thing to note: there are fake devices. So you can tell them they're out on Amazon and eBay and Alibaba. They're around $40 or $50. They are nothing like the technology that we're getting. They're cheap copies. They're basically just blowing hot air on you. So if you buy one of those and think that we overcharging you, well, good luck. But this is what happens. A good device comes out and then they just copy it. It's amazing how quickly they come out. You can get a stand as well. It's like a hairdryer stand. So I know someone has already got one. If you Google it, you might be able to find one.
Yeah, some people have shown microphone stands that you can get on Amazon. Yeah, there's all sorts of tricks.
mm,
Big clips, big bull clips, and things like that. Yeah.
Yep. So interesting. This light that comes out is blue, even though it's close to the infrared, but it's actually a light blue color, and that's its signature. So that's perfectly what it should be. We've kind of gone through that. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see if I can find. This is a very good group that I suggested everyone goes in to join, or I can invite you in. It's called Frequency One Support on Facebook. And if you go into the files section here on the top, you've got all these links, and files has got a huge wealth of information in here. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I'm just trying to find the one where you actually shows you how to use it. And it's not that one. Just bear with me. Health blower treatments. So this gives you some. So here's what someone's made up. So they've just done a little graphic here. So they've got the 2 glasses of water, palms of the hands, soles of the feet, behind the knees, in your groin area, under your armpits. That's for the lymph glands, and they're on the side of your neck as well. The upper back, the head. You do everywhere on the head. The the coccyx, your tailbone. It's a very good place to work there, because and that helps to stimulate the stem cells of your body. When you blow there regularly, you're stimulating a lot of stem cells, because that's where a lot of them are stored. Doing up the spine is very important, and you can do it in circles. You can go side to side and up and down and focus on different points. If you've got, say, a sore back in one area, you might want to focus on that a bit longer. But this is a basic protocol here, and then you drink more water at the end. So that's really the basic protocol, and then you can experiment with other things depending on your condition. So if you've got, say, a liver issue, you might want to focus on your liver, or your kidneys, or your arthritic knee, or tennis elbow. It's very good for eyes. It's helped to restore people's eyesight even, which is quite interesting. It's helped people with practically everything you can think about. So it's really quite phenomenal. Here's a bit of a chart here. So yeah, just basically what we just said is just, you can also do it up your front. You can focus on your thymus gland and your thyroid gland, because they're obviously very important as well for immune system. Focus on your stomach, around your belly button, and your chakra points. So you know about the chakra points: your base chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, all of that. Definitely focus on the chakras, focus on the meridian points and the soles of the feet, the palms of the hand, and the top of the head. And really, you can't go wrong. There's no way, no wrong way, really. Although they do suggest that you blow in circular motion. I think, in a clockwise circular motion. I think that's because that's probably harmonizing with the spin of your chakras. But just experiment and just do what you feel is right. So as they say, you can focus on all your organs. Here's some examples. You can start from the top of the head and just work your way down and then around. Really just follow your intuition and just experiment. If the worst comes to worst, you maybe not get as much healing as what you possibly could do if you do it right, but as you go along you'll pick it up. So that's kind of like the basic protocol. There is a lot of information on this group, and also I suggest you go to the Iteracare main channel. It's called Iteracare channel on YouTube, and there is absolutely tons and tons of videos and interviews on there. Again, I can send you the link if you can't find it. So basically that's pretty much an overview of the main things. So we can have a bit of a Q&A. I see there's a few questions in the chat which I can now see, but I can't I can't write the answer back, so I could maybe speak in.
Afina is asking, can you use the Pro Wand for distance healing?
I don't know, but I imagine if you get creative, there'll probably be a way where you could.
Yeah.
Just through visualization, just visualizing the person, and then
So
why not?
Judy says, it would be like absent healing, like Reiki. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't see any reason why not. It's just a matter of coming up with a technique and maybe doing some experiments, maybe some blind experiment on the person, and ask them,
Yeah.
how they
How
felt.
are you doing today? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm feeling great. I suddenly feel great.
I don't know what came over me. I had this visualization, and I saw this wand in my third eye or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's a Facebook. Yeah. I think definitely that's a great way to experiment. And experimenting with animals, and there's all sorts of ways you can use it, I'm sure. But so someone said, and I suppose they're confirming, do not shower within the 4-hour time frame. You don't need to have a shower.
okay,
I think that's
good,
pretty
good,
definitive.
good.
And Turo is asking, about Afina's question about distance healing. So maybe that's something we can explore. I think some of our uplines have tried it, and I think they did get some results. So we might have a session sometime and talk about different ways of using the wand for these
Yeah, well,
purposes.
yeah, absolutely. What we're doing now is wands are, as I've got one wand,
Hmm.
but as more wands arrive, I'm going to be placing them in the hands of certain practitioners, and then
Yeah,
we'll be guiding people to those practitioners.
yeah, yeah,
And we're hoping that most of them are quite open to doing a free session on someone just so that they can experience it.
yeah.
Um, Also, if you're interested in purchasing a wand, maybe Gerald, you can put the link in the chat because I can't.
Yeah. Okay,
Uh,
I will in. Oh, I can't either actually, but I will. Yeah, I'll think about it. But in the meantime, someone is Teresa is asking, how long is delivery time?
well, if you go through Singapore, see, this is where we manage the purchase process for you. This is why we put in a link where you go to our website, you get all the basic information as well as the detailed information. Then from that information, then we help to sign you up because it is confusing because their
Yeah,
admin is not that great. They're just focused on manufacturing the wands, and they're leaving it kind of up to the community to create the process, I think.
yeah,
So we just give you a link where you can get more information and express your interest only. It's not a commitment to buy by filling out our form. And then through that information, Rama, who works with us, will contact you
yeah,
or myself if need be. And then what we do is we will take you through the process of you've got to sign up, you've got to purchase your product, you've got to fund your account, you've got to pay freight separately, and then for delivery, we searching around for different stockists around the world to get the best price and the quickest time frame.
yeah,
Now, what we were doing at the beginning is we were just buying them from Australia because there's no stockist in New Zealand. So we are under the umbrella of Australia. And it turned out the guy just wasn't buying enough for the demand and he's got way behind. And in fact, I'm still waiting on my original ordered wand on 20th of May. So we believe May orders will be arriving in the next week or two, somewhere around that, because he has upped his orders. But it's about an 8 to 10 week wait from Australia. But since that time, we now able to get them from Singapore. It cost you about the same amount, including freight. You can get them cheaper from Singapore, but the freight's a lot more expensive. But it still costs you about the same, maybe a tiny bit more than Australia. But they come in about 10 days. Some people have got them within a week. So, yeah, you can get them very quickly now. Uh,
okay. So Judy is asking, what's this price in NZ dollars?
um, so the US dollar is 420 approximately, uh, depending on yeah, with the freight there's a tiny bit extra. It's about $425 US, which is about 670, 680 New Zealand dollars, something like that. Uh,
Plus sh shipping normally is what?
no, that's including shipping if you get it from Singapore,
Oh, right, right.
because Singapore costs $320,
Yes.
but it's $137 for freight
Okay.
US. But
Yeah.
to get them from Australia, it's $455,
Oh,
including freight.
all right. So if I put 450 say into my calculator, you get about 700. Yeah, $700 New Zealand, all in 750 probably, or yeah, including shipping.
Yeah, it's gone up a bit just in the last couple of weeks because the New Zealand dollar is just dropping badly against the US.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, that's so that price is for the classic wand. I don't know whether people can
Ah.
see it, but I'll show you my wand. This is the wand here. If everyone can see that, that's the
Yep.
classic wand. It's quite long. It's quite light. Um, and they're the price of what we were quoting. If you're going to get the bigger ones, the premium wand is $1,250 US dollars. It can go longer. It's a little bit more.
Quiet,
I
I
don't.
think.
I don't know whether to say powerful. It's
Okay.
more robust. But the Pro is quite a lot more expensive. It's 3,200 US dollars plus about $200 freight. But that can go 24/7, and a lot of people seem to report quite a lot quicker results with it, but it is a lot more expensive. It never it can go 24/7. It doesn't overheat like the other one will, the small one will,
Right.
and it yeah, I've heard some real miraculous results. So practitioners generally like to get the Pro, and then the thing is that you can, if you are a practitioner yourself, you can make quite a good income out of this. Not just from the fact that you can charge for a healing, but that you could probably sell a lot of wands. the the conversion rate for someone who trials a wand is 85%, according to my Australian upline.
Mm.
And there is a business aspect to it. You do not have to be uh, involved in the business at all. You don't have to refer them. You don't have to refer people at all. You can just be a passive, and it's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything to be in it, even though it's like a kind of it's a referral based system. But if you are in the business of it, it does cost you $30 US a month to keep your account live for you to be able to receive the commissions. But the
Right.
commission structure is generous. It pays you 6 different ways. There's a lot of information on that Facebook group that I shared with you, the Frequency One group. Has a lot of stuff on the marketing plan, how the commission structure works, how to build, and we can give you a bit of information on that as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you can go to the website, our website, which is earthstarfreedom.com/products/Iteracare wand. Um, so yeah, it's earthstarfreedom.com/products/Iteracare-wand. So we've got this page here where there's more info, some prices, and a registration form. So the registration form is just really registration of interest, which goes to us, and then we get back in touch with you and you know find out what your needs are and what you're particularly interested in, and then we help you actually do the registration and the purchase and all that.
Yeah, yeah, because if you try to do it yourself first time, I can guarantee you're going to come unstuck. You're going to have a problem.
Mm.
Everyone who's tried to do it on their own, we've had to fix up their problems, and sometimes it can be quite complex.
Yeah.
So um,
May,
yeah, so if you just go to earthstarfreedom.com,
mm.
if you look at the links across the page, you'll see iTeracare one there. It's quite easy. So you don't have to remember all the other suffixes. Just go to
Yeah.
dot
What
com and then look for iTeracare.
yeah, what I'll do is I'll actually uh, yeah, next time I'll create a bit.ly address so that we might have had one, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'll share my screen again and make this bigger. Yeah, so that's the one.
That takes you straight to the registration.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, not that one. Um, we want to go back to the other one, Iteracare. Uh, yeah, so that's the one, earthstarfreedom.com/products/Iteracare-wand. Okay, so while we're there, I'll just have a look at other questions.
Yeah, I see one from Tim. The reason is, Tim, that that this is electromagnetic healing, and metal and these kind of frequencies are not harmonious. Um, so it upsets, it creates a different kind of a counter field that's not particularly always very beneficial. But I tell you what, if you can wand everywhere else in your body, you don't, and you will get the benefits in your brain and head area just from doing the meridians and doing the other areas of your body.
Yeah.
Uh, so you don't have to do it directly on that area to get the benefits because of circulation and because of the way energy's moving in the body. It will have some profound effects.
Yeah. Yeah. Barry is asking, is the Pro delivery the same delivery time out of Singapore? I
Yeah, yeah,
suppose, yeah,
yeah. We're
as the
still
classic.
looking at that. You know, he's got to clear the backlog, and I know Barry, you've already ordered. I think it was in June sometime. I think was it late May, June, early June, and I think they are due in early August, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Val says it was 766 for her, New Zealand dollars from Singapore, arrived in 4 days. That's pretty good.
Well, 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Gee, when I bought my wand, this shows how much the New Zealand dollar and the US dollar, the gap's getting wider. It cost me about 680.
Mm.
So it has really, the currency rates really got worse in our favor.
And as you might have seen, Afina was saying she did distance healing with her daughter and noticed some really really good changes, blockages removed, anxiety reduced.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah,
also, Fenna, you had a quite a painful knee that it helped with the knee, I think, didn't you? Yeah, it's it's. I think this is going to revolutionize our health system. And I know some practitioners who there's some practitioners out there that are quite upset by this kind of technology. They think that we should be, doing it the purest way, and we should all be able to learn to heal ourselves without any devices. And I can understand why people would say that, but really, really, I think there's just so many people that they don't know where to start, and this device like this can actually lead them to be able to do that.
mm,
We're not wanting to create a population of quick fixes, but even by just the fact that it increases your energy so much, that's raising your consciousness. And if it's raising your consciousness, then it is going to bring you in touch with being able to heal yourself on a much greater level and to a finer degree as well. So, I think a lot of people, they're just worried that maybe their vocation may well be, uh, affected. And I,
well, that's an invitation for them to try the wand and incorporate it in their practice. Sorry,
well,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry, I missed the thread. I was actually reading stuff, so I hope that what I'm saying is in line with what you were saying. But I think where I sort of left off where you were saying that some people feel a bit threatened. Um, and well, then that's fine. Try the wand and see how it can fit in with whatever modality that you use, and
Mm.
supplement it rather than compete with it.
Mm. Yeah, exactly. The other stories I've heard too is, a lot of people are getting myocarditis and side effects from the vaccine.
Mm.
And I've heard of some people getting some good results on that level. But I would not suggest, if someone has got heart issues, I'd say you
Mm.
go very, very cautiously on that. And I wouldn't be wanting the heart area directly. I'd do the extremities and take it very, very easily.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, you certainly want to
Surrounding areas.
err on the side of caution and go quietly and build up, and do not push it. Do not just
Yeah.
go straight to the, you know, on the highest heat, straight up
Mm.
into an acute kind of issue.
Yeah.
And, it's not a quick fix, especially if
Uh,
it's quite deep seated issue.
Yeah, and quite possibly, I mean, I haven't tried it yet because I haven't received mine yet, but I would suspect that your body will tell you. So if you start on the outside of an issue, a bit further away, and maybe do circles around it, your
Yeah,
body will tell you at some point where it's starting to feel uncomfortable, where then that might be, the place to stop and then just go back out. And like you say, even surrounding the particular issue, just doing the areas around it rather than on it will already help. Will help that area to heal. Within that outer circle.
yeah,
Because as you said, the whole body is connected anyway. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, the recording for this will be on our YouTube channel, which we put all them on DeFi Freedom, don't
Oh,
we?
yeah, on the DeFi Freedom site within our webinar section, we'll be in the free membership webinar section. Um, so it'll be there. If you're not a member yet, then please just join up. You can join up for free. And yeah, go and watch all our recordings. We've got quite a few there.
So
And
that's DEFI Freedom
oh,
.nz is our website. You
um,
can also go to our YouTube channel. It will be on DeFi Freedom on our YouTube as well. That's right, isn't it, Joe?
sometimes not all our recordings are there because some of the recordings are private. They're listed. So the yeah, I mean you could try going there. Otherwise, just join up and do the web go to the webinar section.
Mm. Well,
Where will the yeah, yes, my knee problem healed. Oh well, there we go. Afina says yep, her knee problem healed.
that's awesome.
Toe was healed. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
and that is that just on your first session. It's quite amazing.
Mm.
So yeah,
Uh,
so again, I think most of you're connected to me on Messenger. So if you've got any queries, or you need any links or recording or anything, you can't locate it, just message me. Um,
mm.
and yeah, pretty much that's it. Unless there's anyone else who's got any queries.
Barry is asking whether Val ordered through Earth Star Freedom. I'm not sure myself, but
Val ordered through us. Yes,
yeah,
she did.
yeah.
Yep. And Rama assisted Val, I think.
Mm.
Yeah. So Singapore is the way to go at the moment. They have stock, so they're very efficient there. But yeah, you've it's important to just get our guidance, and we and Rama can help you, so that then you get to know the ropes, and then you can pass it on to others. If you, particularly if you want to explore the business side of it, there's quite a lot of things to know, and it's just little things. They're not all hard, but they have to be done in a certain order, and you have to do certain things right. Otherwise, you get yourself into a mess. They don't accept credit card. You have to pay by PayPal at the moment. There's two different referral links, but you don't use one. You've got to use the other. Things like that. And if you're in another country, then some of the processes change.
Yeah, yeah. Did we have a business builders session today?
We did have a business builder session this
Yeah,
morning,
and the
and
recording will be out soon.
yeah,
So
the
yeah.
recording of that will be out. And so, if you want to watch that, that gives you more information on how that side works, how to sign up, purchasing, buying these pins, what they call pins. You've got to do the freight separately. And then you've got to do what's called the placement, where you manually place the people in your structure, which is really good because then you can place them in positions to benefit you and to get you to benefit much more than if the system did it automatically.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
So thanks for coming, Teresa. Thank you. Thank you, Barry, Judy, Fenna, Tim,
Yeah.
and
Teresa, Barry, Judy. Yes. Oh well, yeah. We had
um,
had a nice little group today.
yeah.
Okay, well,
So
hope that was helpful for you. And yeah, do join us. And we'll be having more sessions anyway, won't we, Tony?
yeah.
On the product, on the business, and yeah.
What I want to do is I want to do a session on scalar waves, 0 point energy, quantum energy. What is 0 point? Why? Because this is what's creating the healing in the body. When you create a 0 point energy, you're creating like a vacuum, and in the vacuum, they say the power's in the vacuum.
Right.
So that's what the scalar waves are. They're different waves of energy that cancel each other out, and then it creates like a null zone in that area, and the body will come into its own healing
Mm,
in a 0 point.
yeah.
So we can do that through meditation, but it's very, very hard.
Yeah.
This is where we can literally do it with,
Yeah, it's like a reset, isn't it? It's just like rebooting your computer. You're just clearing all the rubbish and allowing the computer to start again and work properly.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a full defrag, an energetic defrag.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks
Cool.
again for coming. I
Yeah.
appreciate people's
Thank
attention
you,
on a
everyone.
on a Friday afternoon, and we will stay in touch.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot, Tony.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon.